Time now for the NTV Sports Desk.
Darren, Winberg here from the Bob for Championship Saturday here in the capital city, where we're going to crown champions in Class C1, D1, and D2. Let's check out some highlights. Let's start with C1 battle between top-seeded Kearney Catholic 30-2, taking on two-seeded Minden, whose only loss of the season is to the Stars in the epic 5-set thriller. To the Bob, where you know it's going to be an electric opening set. Mila Emery hammers it through the block for the point, but the Stars answer back as Callie Squires with the BEA. Beautiful back set to Margaret Harburg, who goes cross-court to cut this lead to 1. Set point now for Kearney Catholic, and check out the rejection. It goes over the net as Harburg is going to hammer it home. First set goes to the Stars, 25-23. Second set all knotted up at 20 when McKenna Starkey takes the errant pass and sends it home. Point Minden. This one went back and forth as Avery Mandernack ties this one up. 22 of her team high, 20 kills. But the Whippets would take a second and third sets as Maddie Camry hits the donut hole as they look for their first state championship since 1980. Fifth and deciding set. What would you expect? Anything different? I don't think so. Harburg bringing the Stars within 1 as they trail 5-4, but Minden's bread and butter all season has been Camry as she tips it down, finishes the game with team high 22 kills, match point, and the return goes into the net. Minden, bring out the fine china, crack a bottle of champagne because you're going to party like it's 1980. You're state champions.
Yeah, it was more than the expectation, I think. Like, you just feel like it's the most excitement I've ever had in my life. And I've had, I'd say, a pretty exciting life, but it was amazing. Just being with your team, knowing that you went all this way and you beat one of your rivals, it's just the best and biggest feeling in the world.
On to Class D1 for the 5th time this season, it's SEM and Amherst for an all-Fort Kearney Conference Championship. And the Mustangs starting out fast on the defensive end as the twin towers of Jenna Claflin and Micah O'Neill with the double stuff block. So now Claflin sets up her twin towers partner in O'Neill with the cut shot for the kill to put SEM up 4-0. But Amherst comes back as Hannah Herrick serves up balls that are too hot to handle for the ace. Mustangs up 1, and on the free ball, it's O'Neill going to the other side of the court, her 7th kill, and we're only halfway through the first set. But Amherst responds as Saren Prickett sets up Herrick on the quick kill. 26 all now. This first set went back and forth. Who would step up? That's easy. Mike O'Neill laying down the hammer. Boom. Set point goes to SEM, who's now won 4 consecutive matches over their rival. Set number 2 in Claflin, who played one of her best games as a lefty, finishes with one of her 9 kills right here. Set point now, who else but O'Neill, as she puts SEM up 2-0 with a 25-15 win. Third set, Amherst doing all they can to stave off elimination as Josie Tesmer dives to keep this one alive. And on the free ball, it's Herrick comes up huge with the block as Amherst takes it 25-20. Fourth set, Mustangs leading 23-20, but Saren Prickett says, girls, we're not going out like this. As she goes down the line to put the Broncos within 2. But the Mustangs continue to feed O'Neill as her team high 33 kills. Taryn Arbuthnot added 23, giving SEM their first state title since 1981.
It felt surreal, like it just felt good, and especially with the group I got to do it with, it made it even better.
Coming in, I was a little skeptical on how things were going to turn out, but everyone kept their heads high. We fought through a few battles of being down by quite a bit, but that's kind of what we're known for, I guess. But it's so surreal, and I think everyone backed us up. Our community, our players, our JV, everyone out there did awesome.
On to the D2 finals, where it's 1 versus 2. Top-seeded Cambridge taking on the 2-seed Overton. But it was the Eagles doing what Eagles do, soaring out to the 10-point lead. In fact, a 24-14. But hold on, don't look now. Cambridge goes on a huge 7-point run. All of a sudden, it's 24-21. Things are getting dicey for the Eagles as they try to close out this first set. Still set point, and finally Overton able to close this one out on the kill by Natalie Wood. Eagles win 25-21. Set number 2, Cambridge's Erin Johnson, who had a big day going up for the high kill. And she gets the point for the Trojans to keep it close here, but still set point for Overton as Wood setting things up for Daisy Ryan with the kill to make it 25-20, 2-0 Eagles. We go to set 3, 25 wasn't enough. Cambridge was able to force the extra point as Johnson with the kill. Trojans trying to extend this match. Overton, though, different ideas. As their match point, Jolie Ryan setting things up for Addison McCarter, who blasts this one. It's too hot to handle for Cambridge, and Overton, point, set, match. State champions. They sweep their way to the entire tournament and didn't lose a single set as they celebrate on the court to take their first state championship in school history. A surreal moment for Coach Haley Ryan and her players.
You know, we've trained pretty hard for this, but you know, like Natalie said, like they've all been a part of it together. So it's just it's beautiful when you get to watch these girls grow up next to each other and see them blossom and finally reach their goals. It's special.
We were ready to come down here and take it. Like, nobody was going to stop us. We were hungry. We wanted it. And like you said, we'd been here. So we knew exactly what we needed to do as a team, as coaches, as players. We knew how to come out and bring it.
And for the latest on the NSAA State Volleyball, head to our website, nebraska.tv. Reporting from the capital city, Darren Winberg, NTV Sports.